over a century, biology operated on one rule that nobody seriously questioned. All life on Earth depends on the sun. Directly or indirectly, every food chain traces back to sunlight and photosynthesis. In 1977, that rule broke completely. And it broke in a place sunlight has never once touched in the entire history of the planet. Welcome to episode 3. That year, a team from the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution sent a submersible named Alvin down to the Galápagos Rift, nearly 2.5 kilometers below the surface. They were there to study geology, volcanic activity along a crack in the ocean floor. Biology wasn't even the point of the mission. What they found instead changed science forever. Towering mineral chimneys rose from the seafloor, some as tall as multi-story buildings, releasing plumes of superheated water into the near-freezing deep ocean around them. Water so hot it would boil instantly at the surface, kept liquid only by the crushing pressure at that depth. And clustered around these chimneys, life, dense, thriving, completely unexpected life, in a place everyone assumed had to be barren. Here's the part that gets left out of most retellings. The scientists on that expedition were so unprepared for what they found, they didn't even have proper equipment on board to preserve biological samples. They ended up storing specimens in the only thing available: vodka from the ship's own liquor supply. So how was any of this possible, this far from sunlight? The answer was something called chemosynthesis. Instead of using sunlight to produce energy the way plants do, bacteria at these vents use chemical reactions instead, converting hydrogen sulfide, a compound that's toxic to most life on Earth, into usable energy. These bacteria became the base of an entirely new kind of food chain, one that owed nothing to the sun. For the first time in scientific history, there was undeniable proof that life didn't require sunlight as a starting point at all. And built directly on top of that discovery, some of the strangest animals ever documented. Meet the giant tube worm. Up to 8 feet long, clustered in dense colonies around the vents. It has no mouth, no digestive system, no eyes. By every conventional measure, it shouldn't be able to eat at all. Instead, it hosts trillions of chemosynthetic bacteria directly inside its own body, in an organ evolved specifically for that partnership. The bacteria convert vent chemicals into food. The worm provides shelter and a steady chemical supply. Neither could survive alone. It's one of the most complete examples of biological partnership ever found in nature. The tube worm wasn't alone down there either. Vent crabs scuttle between the chimneys, adapted to tolerate both scalding vent water and near freezing surrounding ocean, sometimes within the same body length. Blind vent shrimp were later discovered with a strange, unexplained organ on their backs, eventually identified as a heat-sensing structure, allowing them to detect the glow of the vents in a place with no light to see by at all. Even the snails here are unlike anything found elsewhere on Earth, some growing shells reinforced with iron sulfide, essentially armored in a mineral coating other animals could never produce. Now here's where this discovery reaches far beyond our own ocean floor. Before 1977, the search for life beyond Earth was largely built around one requirement: a stable temperature tied to distance from a star and reliable sunlight. Hydrothermal vents quietly dismantled both assumptions at once. If life could thrive here, in permanent darkness, at crushing pressure, fueled entirely by chemistry instead of sunlight, then life might be possible in far stranger places than anyone previously considered. Places like Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, believed to hide a vast liquid ocean beneath its icy shell. Or Enceladus, a moon of Saturn, where plumes of water vapor have actually been observed erupting from its icy surface. Real current missions have been proposed specifically to investigate whether hydrothermal activity exists beneath that ice. Because if it does, using the exact model discovered right here on Earth, it might be capable of supporting life too. In a very real sense, this exact spot on the Galápagos Rift became humanity's first working blueprint for what alien life might actually look like. Not little green figures, but something closer to a tube worm, quietly converting chemistry into life in the permanent dark. And this is just one more proof point in a pattern this series keeps uncovering. No matter how extreme the conditions, crushing pressure, total darkness, boiling water beside freezing water, life finds a way to exist in the ocean's most hostile corners. So here's what I want to know. Do you think this kind of chemosynthetic life could really be waiting for us on a moon like Europa or Enceladus? Drop your prediction in the comments and stick around for the next episode, where we go looking for something even stranger, the giants that inspired centuries of sea monster legends.